Howdy, my name is Nonat, and today's video is going to be really different. In fact, a few videos going forward might be kind of different. And I'll get more into that in just a minute, but first I wanted to say thank you all so much for understanding. I know a week and a half between videos isn't that long for some people, but for me, I think that's the longest I've ever gone without uploading on this channel, except for maybe when the apartment caught on fire. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. I got so many nice comments on some of the community posts about people understanding. If you're not aware, I've been going through some personal stuff in my personal life that I won't be getting into here, but it's getting better, and I think I'll be back to normal sooner rather than later. But part of that has made me incredibly introspective lately. Whether for better or for worse. And that's starting to seep into my tabletop role-playing games, you know, Pathfinder 2e or my 3.5 campaign, either one. I've started thinking a lot more about how I've played in the past, how I play now, and how I want to be playing. I don't know what I'm titling this video, something along the lines of rules versus roleplay, but I want to talk about what effect the rules can have on your roleplay if you have to focus very heavily on them. This is not a problem that affects everyone, but I do think it affects more people than you might believe, especially designers and writers. If you make your own homebrew consistently, or you talk about a system and its mechanics on YouTube, or you write adventure paths or anything like that, it's so scarily easy to get funneled down into mechanics. In a lot of my recent games, both as a player and as a GM, I have found myself putting roleplay second, not consciously, not on purpose. I don't want to, but the rules, especially after talking about them for hours here on video and studying them before the video and writing scripts, these mechanics are getting really, really ingrained in my mind, where I'm starting to play Pathfinder much more like a board game than a role-playing game. And that's not necessarily a problem with the system itself. I will say that having more rules tends to make this happen easier. I'm not going to deny that, and that's a big reason people don't like Pathfinder 2e. It's too rules heavy, and it sucks them out of the emotional role-play world around them. And while that is a problem for some people, I don't think it's a problem for everyone. And if I wasn't so deep into the mechanics as Nonat ones, I don't believe this would be a severe problem. Back when I used to play other systems, and even Pathfinder 2e earlier on in my channel, I was all about the roleplay. I was all about the random stuff. You know, the rules always came second, but now that they're so ingrained, I've memorized so many of them, it's hard not to instantly think, oh, no, you can't do that. There's a feat for that. Or, no, your character doesn't have that skill. You can't possibly do that. And I don't like that. Again, this is not a problem with the system itself. It is a problem with me as a GM, with me as a player, and with me as a person, more or less. I think I said this last year, not too much more than a year, less than a year ago. I want to say it was like October of 2020. And I never did it. I want to take a step back from the mechanics. I want to take a step back from all the rules and all the math and how everything technically works. And I want to relearn how to roleplay. I want to relearn myself how I like to experience the game. Now, I haven't been not having fun with tabletop RPGs. It's like pizza. Even a bad game of D&D or Pathfinder is still D&D or Pathfinder. But what I notice, especially in the games I've GM'd fairly recently, the number of memorable moments is considerably fewer than it used to be. And I think that's because so many of these moments are starting to boil down to, how does this work? It works like this. Okay, I do this, you did it. Whereas when you roleplay around things, you bend the rules and you really just get to do what you want your character to do, you get these exciting, memorable moments where sure, you broke the rules, but who cares? You're telling this amazing story with your friends that you're gonna talk about for years going down the line. Who cares if technically, oh, that's only supposed to happen on a crit? If it's gonna be cool, do it. And that's something I want to get better at. I'm such a stickler for the rules lately, even when I don't mean to be. It's gotten to the point where if I'm playing in a game, player or GM, and someone says, I have this and I can do this, before I've even had a chance to think about it, I go, no, you can't do that. That is the flourish action, and you already used power attack. And I'm like, why? Why does it matter to me? Let the GM decide. I'm a freaking player, and I feel awful afterwards. You know, I never feel, oh good, I taught them how to play. No, like sure, that is the right way, but I hate stepping on people's toes. I hate getting in the way. And I don't know if my other players and my friends don't like it. I know they've thanked me a few times for telling them the rules and making sure they're playing the right way, but I don't feel good about that. And that's a problem I need to work on personally, and I'm gonna try to get better at. It's not as bad in D&D 3.5. Those rules are a little bit more loosey-goosey anyway, and we're all sort of rule sticklers in that one. If you're ever interested in watching me play 3.5, the entire playlist to Devils and Dice will be in the description. It's a long one. We've been going for about a year and a half now, so there's a lot of content. But hey, if you want to jump in on the newest episode, I just got a new character in there a few weeks ago, so I'm just saying. But less on the rambling side and more on the side of what this video is about, I wish I had more advice on how to avoid rules overbearing your roleplay. I wish there was an easy way to just say, don't do it, you know, don't follow the rules, because you can't say that, you know, the rules are still there for a reason. You can't say ignore the rules and just roleplay, otherwise you might as well just be playing Fate Core. Is that a burn on Fate Core? No, that's the design of Fate Core. But I don't know, I think I'm making this video more for myself than for you guys, so sorry about that if this isn't your cup of tea and this is just not interesting to you at all. But I've been trying to hit record for the last 3 days. I have tried to record, not just in the last 3 days, in the last 2 weeks, I have tried to record the Fighter Deep Dive 3 separate times. I got over an hour of recording into each of them, and I could not finish. I was not happy with the result. There was a heat wave, so I couldn't record any longer 2 of those times, and it just was not meant to be. And with all of the sort of self-reflection I've had going on, I want to take that step back from mechanics. I think I'm going to continue doing my spellbook because I love the spellbook series. That one's fun. And while it is talking about mechanics, so many spells can be used so creatively that I love getting to talk about those abstract uses of them. So look forward to some more Pathfinder spellbooks coming out soon. I think I'll also be able to do the Ancestry deep dives. The class deep dives are the ones where they get really meaty, they get really number crunchy, number heavy, and those ones sort of get to me, especially because the fighter is going to take no less than 2 hours to record. But I think the Ancestry ones will be fun. Going into the Ancestries, talking about their actual lore, their actual flavor behind their feats, I love that, and that is so much fun for me. I also plan to do some top 10s going forward. I haven't done any of them like recorded yet or scripted them yet, but I want to do things, you know, top 10 archetypes, top 10 ancestries, top 10 this, top 10 that, because I love top 10s. You know, I've only done one on my channel before, and that was last year, and I had a ton of fun with it. I just love putting things in lists. It satisfies and makes the happy brain drug go brrr. So yeah, I guess that's about it for this video. I didn't know what else to say. Sorry if you came here looking for some kind of answer. This was more like a vlog telling you guys what's up, what things are going to be like going forward. There's going to be less mechanics talk. There's going to be more story roleplay focus. And even if it gets less views, even if it gets less likes, whatever, I'm not sorry, I guess is what I'll say. I need to make something I enjoy, and right now, I don't enjoy the mechanics. Don't take that as me saying I don't enjoy Pathfinder 2e, because I absolutely do. I would not be running 3 PF2 campaigns a week if I didn't enjoy it. But I think taking that step back is going to be nice. I'm going to take a month to talk about spells, talk about some top 10s, talk about some personal thoughts on things, rather than the numbers and the math. I think it's going to be good for me. I hope it'll be good for at least some of you. And yeah, I want to give a huge shout out to all the new patrons I've gotten over the last week. I don't know where you all came from, but thank you. I appreciate the support wholeheartedly. I'm going to put a bunch of names on the side of the screen here right now. If you want to join the No Nat One's Patreon, there is a link in the description. I'll probably be releasing more homebrew of some kind this month. Usually I only do 1 per month, but with the influx of new patrons, I kind of want to reward you guys, and I find it fun to design things. They might be more flavorful and less rules heavy, because that's sort of the theme going on right now. But if you want to join the No Nat One's Patreon, for $10 or more a month, you will get access to all of my previous homebrew, as well as any homebrew I may put out this month. And I plan to put out at least 2 things if I can. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I haven't done this in so long. My ending is crap. Also, we stream Kingmaker on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. You should stop by next week, because things are going great, and my character Sinclair dies every fight. I love it. Also, it's got Baymiri. Baymiri. That's it for me, y'all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, no nat ones.